Hello, everyone. You're welcome to another amazing episode on my True Identity series. And I am your host for today. I go by the name Favour and with me, I have a very special guest, which is
Barrister Mrs. Osato and Faith Airobahi.
you're welcome out to my True Identity series
Thank
show.
you for having me here.
We are privileged to have you today.
Yes.
Okay, so today, we have amazing topic. Why do teenagers keep secrets? Okay, as for me, when I was a teenager, I know that I used to keep a whole lot of secrets from my mom. Maybe because of the way my mom was. She's very harsh. She's quick to anger. So just not to spite her, I'll just keep my secrets, keep my things to myself. And I also know that some teenagers, they don't keep secret maybe because of their parents, but probably because of peer group influence. Also, maybe their friends and then family too. I believe family contributes a whole lot. So, ma, today we're going to have a broad discussion on this, and I have just very few questions, so you can help us reach out to our teenagers so as for them to be relaxed and learn to open up.
Okay.
Okay, first of all, my first question would be why would, or rather, would be the topic of the why do teenagers actually keep secrets? Maybe from their loved ones, their parents, their siblings, or even their friends. Why do you think they actually keep secrets now?
Okay, thank you for the question. Now, teenagers keep secrets for so many different reasons.
Okay.
We will just mention a few of them. For example, keeping secret is a healthy step in developing their sense of identity.
Oh, okay.
Most teenagers feel that once I have something special that I keep to myself, I'm now becoming like an adult.
Oh, wow.
Now, you see this Coca-Cola product they always talk about.
Yeah.
There are so many drinks. There are some that are the same color, but never the same taste.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a trade secret that makes Coca-Cola unique.
Yes.
So in the same vein, a teenager feels when I have this thing, only me knows this thing. They suddenly feel, very mature.
Yeah.
They have a sense of importance. Yes. This is just me. Only me knows this. So that's one thing. It sort of gives them that self-assertion that yes, I'm getting bigger now.
Oh, okay.
And then also, as a teenager, they have an innate need for privacy. Teenagers want suddenly your brother that used to bounce into his room suddenly says, what are you doing here? I beg.
Exactly.
It's a natural thing because they begin to feel the same. I'm getting bigger now. They feel, can you bump into daddy's room like that? Can you bump into mommy's room like that? Why will you come to my room like that? So they begin to feel that need for privacy. So that keeping secrets is also a private thing. That's mom doesn't know this, daddy doesn't, just
So
me,
it's not going
or
to
just
haunt
me and my
him.
best friend, or just me and my clique. This is our codes, this is our language. So it gives them that, yes, I'm now big, so this is my own private, life.
Yeah, I understand.
And also, let me just pick one or two more. You see, they feel that keeping secrets is a sign of maturity.
Okay.
When as children you play, there are no secrets.
Yeah.
Somebody comes and does something, you gotta tell mommy, you gotta tell daddy. You tell that one's mommy and that one's daddy, and grandfather and grandmother can see them.
Everybody just knows about it.
You see teenagers taunting each other, you're not a small child again now. What I told you just told everybody. So they begin to feel like, if I can keep secrets, then that makes me mature.
Yeah.
So to them, it's a sign that they are growing. So they can keep secrets. They have the ability to reason like adults.
Yeah.
So those are some of the reasons.
Wow. Remember this last part that you said, sign of maturity. Even we adults when we keep secrets, like maybe someone tells you something and say, it's confidential, don't tell anybody, and you keep it to yourself, you feel like you've gained that person's trust.
Yeah.
Like it's because you have sense. That's why the person actually confided in you, because person know that it won't go. Well, ma, thank you so much. That was a very wow answering to the question. Okay, my second question will go like this. Is it good, or should I say, is it normal for teenagers to keep secrets? Because I know that when this teenage age, their peer group influence sometimes are not actually good.
Yeah.
And I believe at that point in time, they are supposed to be outspoken. But do you think it's good for them to keep certain secrets? Let me not just say secrets. Is it good or is it normal for them to keep certain secrets, especially from family members?
Okay, well, the answer is yes and no.
Okay.
Now, there are some secrets that a teenager should keep. There are some things that you do not have to, tell everybody on the street. For example, the onset of puberty is one very, very, it's a milestone in every young person's life. A girl doesn't have to go about saying, I've started seeing my menses. I'm now, I'm on my period. I need to go and get pad. In fact, most girls will be very shy, but some outspoken ones will feel the sterile. Those are things that you can keep to yourself. Everybody doesn't need to know that you're on your menses. For a man, they feel the young men, the young teens that are coming up, they feel that there are some things that they should keep to themselves. Okay. For example, if you change, if you used to wear a boxer from morning till night and now you're changing, you have 2 or 3. You don't go around broadcasting that, see now I'm big now, I don't use one. But there's some secrets that if kept will be harmful to that person. Now, we talked about peer group influence. It's a very strong influence for teenagers.
Yes,
and now, if a person is calling you and say, come, let's go and try something new. What kind of thing? Say, no, see, we just, we're not big now. These are things you should tell your parents.
Okay.
Because some people who get addicted to some things, some negative trends, they start off like that.
Yeah.
I was talking to some teenagers in my church the other day and I said, be careful of, follow me, we can't go somewhere. Because many people have gotten themselves into deep problems. It started that way. You see some teenagers who are co-defendants in some criminal matters just because they went with somebody to do something they didn't have any idea of before then. So when you are forming cliques, let your parents know. Let your parents know your best friends. Let your parents know if you want to start something new. Because you may not know how harmful something is until you started going deeper and deeper. You cannot come out.
Yeah.
So it's healthy to keep some secrets. There are some things you don't go around telling people, but it's best for you to tell some fundamental things to at least a parent. Okay. It's normal for teenage girls to be closer to their moms.
Yes.
Except for some exceptions, like you mentioned.
Yeah, exactly.
And then it's normal for teenage boys to get closer to their dads.
Yes.
They feel, I'm growing more like daddy now. My boys get deeper, so they get attached to daddy more. So it's better. If you are making fundamental decisions, let your parents know.
Wow.
And let good friends know as well.
Man, right now, I wish I had known you like a whole long time ago to actually save me some things, because me personally, like when I was growing up, my mom, she, like I said earlier, she's very harsh, but very lovely. Like she's quick to anger sometimes. She doesn't want us to do certain things. And then we grew up in should I say, we were alone in the compound, a bungalow, all fenced, very high. We don't have friends. Exactly.
Just like
so
me.
sometimes, and then I went to a boarding school. Okay. And when I want to discuss things like this, I have to wait for my sister to come back from the university before I can even talking to my sister. Sometimes I was maybe this girl will not understand what I want to tell her. But I actually found it more convenient to confide in my sister than to confide in my mom. But it got to a certain point in time that I realized that my sister was not actually understanding me. I actually needed to confide in someone older than her. Okay. So that was when I realized that, okay, I actually need to confide in my mom. But man, I know that there are certain persons that are not privileged to have people to confide in. Maybe they don't have a sister, they don't have parents. Let me say, like more of the orphans, they don't have anybody at all to confide in. So what's your advice to those people who don't know how to confide in people? Not because they don't have who to confide in, but because they don't have the courage to. What's your advice to these teenagers?
Well, the truth is that it's very important you have a confidant as a teenager. The importance cannot be overemphasized. I know a young lady who spoke with me some time ago, and she said she had a young man, a young boy, just a couple of years older than her,
Okay.
he started off by touching her in her private parts and that, and eventually started raping her.
Wow.
And she couldn't tell her mom because her mom didn't live in the same house. Her dad was in a world of his own with his new wife, and her elder ones were a decade or more older than her.
Wow.
So she felt detached. So now the problem she had was that it took her time before she got to know me and started telling me, and I offered her help, and I said, I'll get him, I'll pick him up, I'll arrest him, or I'll deal with him. Just let me know if you warn him and tell him this is what your lawyer says, that you have an auntie that's a lawyer. So now if this girl had somebody to confide in earlier on, she would have avoided a lot of mess, because the boy first experimented and tried to see what her reaction was. When he saw that she didn't report, he said, this one is an easy target. So it's important for a teenager to get somebody, if it's just one person who's very mature, you can confide in. Courage is very important. Look around. The good thing is that, especially in church communities, you always have somebody you can look up to. You always have somebody you can run to, even if you're an orphan, or both your parents don't stay with you, or whatever is the situation, or you're in a boarding house. There are young people going 10 level now, they're in JSS1 and they're in their boarding houses. Find somebody, a teacher that you admire, that you can call a role model, who will advise you, who will counsel you, who you can tell your deepest secrets to. Like when I was visited by grandfather the very first time, my first menses, I was so shy. What I was so terribly shy was that it was a man that told me, when you go upstairs, check your skirt behind. I was like, check my skirt. What was that? So I went upstairs, and I didn't even enter a bathroom because I didn't know exactly what to expect. I thought it was a stain, like an ordinary stain. And when I turned, so I felt extremely shy for a long time. Whenever I see that man, he was a pastor in my church, I'll be shy like, this one now, he knows now that I'm getting big. I'm just feeling funny. But I told my mom, and my mom said, this man is like a father to you. It just means that he knows, of course. Did he rebuke you? I said, not really. Did he make you feel bad? I said, no. It's even when I saw my skirt, I felt bad. He said, no, there's nothing to be bad about. You're not big. I was your age when I started seeing my menses. So I was very free with my mom. I had that gift. My mom is a gift to me. Wow. So if you do not have a mother you can confide in, you must find somebody, a teacher, somebody, a Sunday school teacher, someone close to you, a neighbor that you believe that this person has some positive attributes that I like, and then you can be free with that person.
Wow. I'm speechless. Oh, okay. That was actually very nice. Thank you very much, because I know that right now, because of the society and because of in fact, this 21st century, whereby everybody is always on the phone, instead of wanting to hear from someone, you want to hear from the internet, because there are always people updating the internet, and I know that it's very difficult for you to find those who bring out the positive parts. It is more of the negative part that always comes up and up and up and up and up. Okay, thank you, ma. But ma, a quick question: these teenagers who keep secrets, are there negative effects? Like maybe when they grow up to youths and becoming a full adult, are there negative effects to those secrets, that like to the behavior they were given while keeping these secrets when growing up? Do you think there are negative effects or positive effects afterwards?
Well, I say that there may be a few positive outcomes from keeping secrets. For example, you have a good friend who confided in you about something, and you can keep that secret. You built trust, and you built a friendship that will last for a long time. One of my best friends in the world today, she was going through a lot when we met, and till today, and probably by God's grace till tomorrow, I've not had to tell somebody, that girl, I know her very well now, see what she was going through. No, But being that she's now an advocate and she's very outspoken, talks to people about it. She uses it to counsel people. But you hear it from my mouth. Yeah. That's how our friendship, our trust have been built up. I've told her things too that she has not told anybody about it. Even when I lost a child, she counseled me and I did not heed. So I've not heard anybody say that, but Bridget told me that she advised you to do this or that and you did not. So that is one way of building confidence, friendship. But there are many, many negative, aspects of keeping secrets among teenagers. Now, don't forget that some of the top secrets that teenagers keep is, one, bullying. When they are victims of bullying, they want to keep it to themselves. And that has a long time negative effect on these young ones. But if you speak out and say, I've been bullied in class by my teacher or by my classmate, your parents will likely stand up to the occasion and fish out the bully and get things right. But teenagers feel that if I tell somebody, they will say I'm not brave enough, and they keep it to themselves. That thing is bottled up for a long time, and you have adults that are cringy and kept to themselves. Then another top secret that they keep is when they have crushes, infatuations, or their early dates. They feel like, no, I don't want to tell my mom or dad about it. They'll say I'm too young, or they'll say that. But at the end of the day, you see that some mistakes that teenagers make right from the very start, you see teenage pregnancy, you see unwanted addictions, come from your not telling these things to your parents or somebody that's mature, maybe your elder siblings. You see, I want to keep it secret. At the end of the day, when something bad comes out of it, you bear it alone, and the scar is left on you for a long time. Now, they also keep issues of substance abuse. You see them having friends, introducing them to, the thing is not as bad as they say. Just one sip, just one puff, and they say, if I tell my daddy, I don't think he will like it too. My daddy is a church person. And they get deeper and deeper till there's something they can no longer turn back from. They can no longer just say no. So it's very important for teenagers to choose wisely the kind of secrets they keep, because so many of these secrets, so for example, academic failure, you have a teenage person who will say, I'm not going to show my dad my results. It's a very dangerous sign, because at the end of the day, when you are deteriorating, maybe in mathematics or in one subject or the other, and you're keeping it secret, then finally the result that's not sent to you, that's sent straight to your parents. My son, no, somebody must be tampering with my son's result. What is that? Only for you to find out that the last 2 terms that were hidden from you, he did disastrously bad, and you didn't know. So it's advisable for teenagers to open up. It's not everything you keep secrets. These are things, basic things in your life that you should tell somebody. Open up to somebody at least.
Wow. Thank you very, very much, ma. So please, for our teenagers out there watching this series right now, I hope you've been able to catch something. Like she said, it's not everything you keep to yourself. There are certain things that you need to open up. Tell someone that you know, that you trust, you can confide in confidently, because it's good. So ma, please, do you think that when these teenagers can't find someone to confide in person, do you think they can actually find a way to confide in God?
Well, yes. Now, the truth is that there are people who had very ugly childhood because they didn't have anybody to run to. And then suddenly there was a change when they came in contact with Jesus. Now, Jesus is the best friend anybody can have. And as a teenager, he was there at the time. He was very young when he started questioning the Pharisees and Sadducees in the temple. So he went through teenagehood before he got into adulthood. Now Jesus knows how it pinches you. He knows what it is to feel those crazy feelings, butterflies in your stomach. He knows everything we go through. So he's the best person you can confide in. And if you build a good relationship with him and he speaks to you and you listen, and the other way around, there's a dual communication, you find out that you have a beautiful life ahead of you. And Jesus can help you avoid some mistakes that many others will make.
Yeah.
For example, there are people that say everybody has an ugly past. Knowing Jesus on time helped me avoid so many things that others say, that one is normal. Because I knew him on time and he became my best friend.
Yeah.
And then he became my confidant. So even when I was far away doing my youth service and all that, I had Jesus to run to.
Wow.
So it's very important.
Oh, thank you very much, Ma, for this wonderful section. We look forward to having you again some other time. So please don't forget to click the like button. If you have questions, you can drop in the comment section, and also subscribe and put on your notification bell so as to when another video comes up, you will be notified. See you.